Tales of the unexpected. '85, coming alive with the events, the stars, the new Australian drama on 9. Nobody knew the danger. Nobody knew the truth. For 2 hours every week, nobody can escape possession.
All right, keep telling me.
Meet the people in the perils of the outback.
Sorry if we gave you a phone.
Soar to adventure with Andrew McFarlane and the Flying Doctors. And enjoy this year's freshest new show, The Zoo Family. Be spellbound by the true story of Bert Facey. Relive A Fortunate Life. And when test tubes give birth to murder and greed, we deliver Glass Babies. Australia answers the call to war and captures the spirit of a nation. Experience Anzacs. And from Britain comes another jewel, the $12 million production of The Far Pavilions. For the best in drama, you've never seen a year like this before on 9.
My son Leo gave me Arca steel cookware. So keen. He said, "Mum, look at these top features. Quality, high polish 1810 stainless steel with an aluminium sandwich base for quick, even heating. Arca steel's high dome gives more saucepan space and a pouring lip that seals the goodness in. Arca steel, half the price of other imported saucepans and guaranteed for 10 years. My boy Leo, how does he know these things?"
This is National 9 News with Peter Hitchener.
Good evening, and a team of crack Sydney detectives tracing the movements of the young Victorian couple murdered and dumped in Sydney have rushed to a roadhouse on the Hume Highway north of Albury. A young woman working at the Tarcutta BP roadhouse has told police she served coffee to the victims only 12 hours after they left Bendigo for Bateman's Bay. The girl has also told police the couple arrived at the roadhouse in separate vehicles. Mike Lester has this report.
9:30 a.m. December the 28th, this Holden utility, easy to recognise because of the personalised number plates and body modifications, drove into the BP roadhouse at Tarcutta. A waitress has told police she's certain murder victim David Jones was the driver. A second car pulled in, and that vehicle was driven by the other victim, Ondine Leith. Sitting together in the roadhouse, they drank coffee before heading north.
It's the best lead yet detectives have in this bizarre murder case, which first came to light early yesterday morning in the Sydney suburb of King's Cross.
The bodies of Jones and Leith were found lying side by side in the back of the utility. Post-mortems today have revealed a brutal slaying. 20-year-old Ondine Leith had been shot 4 times, once in the head and 3 times in the chest. 22-year-old David Jones had been shot once in the eye and his skull was fractured, suggesting he'd been bashed before the shooting. Another strong lead in the case, this dent in the front right mudguard of the Holden utility. The vehicle was not damaged when it left Victoria. Scrapings from the guard have revealed paint from another vehicle, and forensic police have been called in to conduct tests. 2 Sydney detectives working full-time on the murder will stay at Wagga tonight, and after further investigations along the Hume Highway tomorrow, they're expected to head for Bendigo and Kingar, where Miss Leith's father runs a vineyard. The couple left Kingar on December the 27th to stay with relatives at Bateman's Bay on the south coast of New South Wales. Mike Lester, National 9 News.
If you're travelling overseas or buying a house, you'll be less than happy with today's developments on the money market. The Australian dollar dipped to a record low against the American dollar on exchanges today. And the Commonwealth Bank and the Australian Bankers Association say the tight money market could force up interest rates by 0.5%. John Gatfield has more details.
When trading started this morning, the Australian dollar was worth 81 cents American, but it fell even further until by 10 o'clock it was valued at only 80.35 cents, the lowest level ever. It's now gone down 5.5 cents in 2 months. On this afternoon's exchange rates, the Australian dollar is now worth 203.5 Japanese yen, 2.5 German marks, against the pound 70.6 pence, and in New Zealand you'll get $1.71. In the meantime, speculation that interest rates for housing loans might rise has been played down. The Commonwealth Bank's Chief General Manager, Peter Wilson, had predicted an increase of 0.5%, claiming banks would have to pay depositors more in order to attract extra funds. But the Westpac Bank's Ian Matheson says at this stage, a rise in interest rates does not seem likely.
A meeting in London on Monday will help decide the fate of Brunswick 5-year-old Brooke Matthews. Brooke and her mother Deborah will meet surgeon Dr. Magdi Yakub to plan for the heart-lung transplant that Brooke needs to stay alive. Brooke's appearance when she arrived at London's Heathrow Airport belied the fact that she'd come close to death during the flight from Melbourne. She stopped breathing shortly before the plane landed in Singapore, but her mother and airline staff revived her with oxygen. The Matthews say their only real worry now is that their limited funds may run out if the operation is delayed after Monday's meeting. The $22,000 for the operation have been donated by an anonymous Victorian farmer. Ian Botham has been released on bail following a drug raid at his British home 3 days ago. Botham and his wife Kathy were arrested but